Jared here at Universal Studios in Orlando for opening day of Mardi Gras 2021. Man, I am so excited. I love Mardi Gras. It always feels like that first big event of the year for me. Unfortunately, Lindsay's not down here this particular trip. I came down here with my brother Joel, who went to Mardi Gras 2020 with me, and we had a really good time. So we're really looking forward to it. And man, it looks like a great event. It looks like the best Mardi Gras that they've had. They really expanded the menu. The tribute store is gonna have three rooms. I can't wait to see that. There's gonna be parade floats all throughout the park because there's not gonna actually be a parade. And there's also no concerts this year. But I think this is gonna be the best year that they've had. I'm so excited to get in there. Now over here in the U-Rest area, that's why I'm not wearing my mask. I think this is my new favorite place to film intros because you're right here by the park and you can show your face. But let's get in there, let's start looking around. I haven't seen any pictures, any videos of how the park's laid out at all. I wanted to be surprised because where they usually have all the food booths, there's a U-Rest area. So I'm real curious what they're gonna end up doing with the tasting areas. Oh, I love the sign, International Flavors of Carnaval. That's what they're theming it as this year, which makes sense because they're having all kinds of food. I don't know if you can see it, but look at that crowd up there in Production Central. Holy crow. So they got the lamppost decorated up with the new Mardi Gras 2021 signs. I hope somewhere in the park they still have the Jester hats, man. I love those ones. It is absolutely packed, just like I thought it probably would be for this opening Saturday. And look at this. They got some of the food tastings and floats set up here by the stage. And it also looks like the food tastings are open now. In the past, like that didn't usually open up till like 3 or 4 o'clock every day. And we have our first float and they're handing out beads at the float. I don't know if there's a line. I have to go over here and look. Where people are just kind of walking up. Well, a lot of these floats are making you dance to get your beads. And it looks like just kind of like a free-for-all. I don't see any lines. Just walk up, show them your moves. Mine are terrible, they're gonna laugh. But you know what? They have to give me beads. Hey, that's not a Mardi Gras float, man. Get that thing out of here. This is Mardi Gras, not Superstar 2021. So there is nobody up in the pirate ship float currently handing out beads. They were a little while ago. I think they were making people dance here too. I don't know where they disappeared off to. I'm really loving the tribute stores they do here. So I'm really excited to go into this year's Mardi Gras tribute store.
How many? 3? Thank you.
Smells like a haunted house, Joel. Oh man. I believe this is the jazz parlor that this is themed as. And then over in this corner they got a nice little band stage set up. And they're really outdoing themselves each time they do on these tribute rooms. Wow, I don't even know what this is. Maybe this is the warehouse they were talking about. Sounds like it's raining. Dude, this is awesome. They got a dead body over here in the corner. What the heck? Is that Frankenstein's monster repurposed for the Mardi Gras tribute store? Oh, look at those dock doors. There it is. Oh, and there's crates, man. I'm a sucker for crates. So I thought there was only 3 rooms, but it looks like there's 4. Oh, this is a tasting room. Oh, dude. Cool. Look at that. Little crow's nest. Man, they got some tasting in here, dude.
Yeah, hot sauce over here.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I know. We love hot sauce. Mystery gumbo. Is that real hot sauce you can buy, or is it just prop?
I think so. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, sick. Hey, this is really cool looking. I didn't even really notice, but right next to that gumbo shack is this awesome shipwrecked pirate ship. So there's this little sort of add-on room, a little epilogue, if you will. Just like at the Beetlejuice tribute store. A little bit hard to see. It's a small room. And we're gonna walk further into the park to see what's going on, because it is just bonkers over here right now. Hopefully some of this will die down in a little bit, because it's supposed to start raining, I think. The further you get into the park, they have more stuff. They have some floats over here. That's what I was hoping they would do when they said all around the park. I was hoping they literally meant all around the park, and it wasn't just, hey, all around the park, we put them in New York. My memory is terrible when it comes to these parade floats. This one seems familiar, but I'm not 100% sure that I can say with confidence that I recognize this float. I like it. Ready to start hitting up some of these tastings, and we were looking for the lanyard station, because it's usually like right here where you can buy the tasting lanyard. And we talked to a park employee, and they said just go up to any of the food stands and purchase one there, so I guess we're gonna give that a go. There's Brazil and Colombia over here. They'd put this guy out. Look, the Mardi Gras Gator right here in Hollywood. You know, it's strange. I don't remember seeing this earlier when I walked through Hollywood, so I'm wondering if they have just recently driven him out and parked him. This is my favorite float. I love the Gator. And also, the annual pass holder pin this month is the Gator eating a beignet. All right, we got our tasting lanterns. It really was as simple as just walking up to any booth and buying one. We went to a little like wine stand over in Central Park because there was nobody there. But now we are heading back to Germany. So we pretty much walked around the entire park, and this is the one that we both agreed on to check out first. This is what they've got. I think I'm gonna get a slider, a schnitzel slider. So I might have goofed a little bit here. I wasn't really wanting to eat very much, and I walked up there and I thought, slider, man, those things are little, right? Look at the size of this thing. I'll get to this in a second, but the lanyard was $69 for 15 tastings if you're an annual pass holder. I think you could probably get that and eat meals for quite a while if you're local at Universal. Like, I think you're gonna have a hard time by yourself going through 15 tastings. I also got this beer. I don't know how to say the name, but it was described as a smoked Marzen, and it really does smell like smoked meat. If you've ever had like smoked fish or smoked chicken, something like that, it has that sort of smell. So let me try it here. That's really different. It's like they put it in a smoker. Also kind of tastes like smoked fish. This slider was really filling. You can see the braised red cabbage, a little pork cutlet, and then there's I don't know how to say the cheese name. It's like Gruyere or something like that. Gruyere? Gruyere. He knows, I don't know. And then some spicy mustard on a pretzel bun. It was really good. The beer, it wasn't bad. If you don't like smoked food, you 100% won't like it. I like smoked food, yet I don't think I'd get it again. Now here is the traditional Mardi Gras booth that you're all used to, New Orleans. They've got it back over here next to Transformers where they usually do the crawfish boil. So I completely missed this earlier because it was so congested by the stage, but over here, there's also a bunch of New Orleans food booths. It was not just the one over there by Transformers. You can't tell that now that this area is a little bit more manageable. Got a little bit of an observation. All the countries that we've been to have these awesome looking homemade custom tasting booths, right? Well, we just went to Canada, and I'll show you what we got in a second. But Canada is just like shoved into the Woody Woodpecker pizza restaurant. Nothing fancy or cool about it. Like, what's Universal's problem with Canada? Well, the booth may not be fancy, but I think I like these tasting tables the best out of all of them. They're simple, real simple, but I like it. Sometimes simple is good. Unless you're just stuck in the pizza company. So from the Canada booth, we got a short rib poutine. I think that's how you say it. I've never had poutine before, so I'm not 100% sure how it is pronounced, but I think it's like gravy, potatoes, and a little bit of this beef. I'll tell you what though, if you're interested, we didn't get one, but they have monstrous donuts over there. The suckers were huge. So I'm finding that I'm not real good at remembering specific decorations that they may or may not have had. I don't recognize this giant mask. I'm not saying that for sure that it's new, maybe it's not, maybe they've had this thing out for the last 26 years, but I don't remember seeing it in the past. We're gonna hit up Spain next. This is over here real close to the Cafe La Bamba. This had a really interesting meat cheese olive plate that I wanted to try. Yeah, look at these, man. I'm really excited to try that. That looks like jambalaya, or at least the look of it reminds me of jambalaya.
Joel?
I am really excited to dig into this. It looks pretty good. What are these, like almonds? Yeah, I'm not sure what all of this is. I do know there's some olives and some meat and some grapes. I'm probably gonna completely butcher the name of that dish. Charcuterie? Whatever it's called. It was absolutely delicious. In fact, it was so good I almost went and got a second plate of it. It was just a simple meat, cheese, olive plate with grapes and some kind of a spicy little, like, cool mustard sauce. I really, really enjoyed it. I can't wait to come back and do a little bit more from Spain. Right now, though, I think we're gonna head over to Puerto Rico, get some empanadas. So I got the picadillo empanada and then the Pinot Verde drink. I wanted to cut this open. It's a little bit hard to see because it's so dark. So you can kinda, no you can't, not even a little bit. Can you see the deliciousness in there? Oh well, you just gotta take my word for it that it's awesome. There we go. I got over here a little bit harder to see, but I got a flashlight. Picadillo empanada. I'm very excited about this. I am so glad we waited till later in the evening to start doing these tastings because the crowd has died down quite a bit and the lines are a lot more manageable. Heading back through New York because we're gonna hit up Colombia next. Now, this might look a little bit crowded, but I assure you, is way better than it was earlier today. Just waiting on my sampling. I got the carnitas arepa. At least I do believe that is how it is pronounced. Out of this little food truck here. Carnitas arepas. Now, I'm hoping I'm not butchering that name. So you might be thinking like, man, you don't know the names of anything. I've asked at every food booth the name specifically or how to pronounce it of the stuff that I'm getting. And I'm not the only one that doesn't know how to say these, but this looks absolutely delicious. Cilantro, avocado, ketchup mayo, and some kind of beef in a cornmeal bun. I can't wait. I know it is really loud back here, and I've taken a couple bites of this, but it is so good. I thought I'd revisit it and just show it one more time. This is probably the clear winner today from what I've tried, man. This is delicious. I think it's actually pork, not beef. It is really, really good. They did a really good job seasoning this. Now, everything I've had so far tonight's been good, but this pork, it is really good. I think that food tasting pushed me over the edge, man. Now I am too full to eat anymore tonight. I'm gonna take a quick spin around, just take a look at a few more things, and probably wrap it up and get out of here for the night. There's still about an hour and a half, maybe a little bit more before the park closes, and look, it's pretty much almost cleared out here in New York. I can't believe all this queuing is for the Mummy ride. It's been like this for a while now, and this was all full earlier. That's just nuts to me. They enhance the ride a little bit, make it virtual on the weekends, and all of a sudden, a gazillion people are trying to ride it. I mean, nobody's trying to ride it right now, but earlier this was bonkers. These floats are gorgeous at night, all lit up. Absolutely no line to get into the tribute store. We waited quite a while to get into that today. Oh man, nobody over here trying to get into Trinidad. Like I said, man, there's still like an hour and a half left in the park. This just surprises me because This was so busy earlier and so packed. This is the perfect time, man, to get into any tastings or rides that you want. Still got plenty of time to do quite a bit. I really like this float a lot too. I don't think it's as necessarily as detailed as a lot of the ones, or necessarily as creative as a lot of the ones, but it's probably my second favorite next to the Gator. I don't know why, man. I got a thing for little buildings, and I love the fog coming out of it. It's a nice touch. It might be a little bit sad that there's not going to be any concerts from Mardi Gras, because that's what we're all used to, but I mean, they've really made up for it with the rest of the event, in my opinion. I didn't even notice earlier all the kind of the stuff in the background of the Bloody Mary booth. I like that. Man, they have such cool floats. And you know what? A big thanks to Universal for me. Just putting out so much more seating. You should have been doing this every year. The last couple of years, man. It's kind of a pain in the butt to find a place to sit and eat. I didn't have any trouble at all this year finding a place, even amongst that huge crowd of people that we had today. They just got so much extra seating and tables out for this compared to what they usually do. Keep it up, man. Don't back off that once COVID goes away. Keep that up. My brother decided to get one last thing. Check this out, this Bloody Mary. Man, what do you got there? Some celery, okra, hush puppy, bacon. That's like a meal and a drink, dude. Last thing I wanted to see in the park is my favorite float lit up at night. Just like all the other floats, this thing looks fantastic at night. Now, I didn't get this feeling looking at any other floats, but seeing this dude in Hollywood just kind of parked here, almost like he would be going through for the normal parade. It does make me kind of sad that I'm not seeing the parade. A bit strange, man. I wasn't having that feeling at all until right now. I want to get Lindsay a shirt because she wasn't able to go. I sent her pictures. I'm not sure which one she's going to want. I like that one, but I have a feeling she's going to want this one. She likes pirates. I think these two are pretty cool too. The shirts are between like $27 and $30. There's another annual pass holder one that I've seen people wearing in the park, but I haven't seen any in the stores. I think it's in the lounge. And hopefully she gets back with me soon and lets me know which one she wants. Well, that's going to do it for me here today at Universal Studios Orlando for opening day of Mardi Gras 2021. I had a really good time. I am going to film for the next couple of days here as well because I didn't get nearly as done as I wanted. I still have a lot of tastings. I think I got like 11 of the 15. A couple of the booths weren't working, so the food was free. I still got quite a few tastings. And I also want to do that scavenger hunt and get a little bit better look at some of the floats because earlier today, man, it was absolutely packed. And I didn't really get any beads. That was kind of tough. I noticed that like large crowds would gather around the parade float and they were dancing. And that's how they were getting the beads. So it was taking a long time for the crowds to disperse and I just didn't want to mess with it. So I'm hoping like tomorrow or Monday that when the crowds are a little bit thinner, it'll be a little bit easier to bring home some beads to Lindsay and get some merchandise. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. I had a great time and thanks for watching.